Hello and welcome back to Vúshlitast. So, flicking through the video for the previous episode, I realised a couple of derpy things that I was doing. Oh, what a surprise. Yeah, the first things first, in the arena I was having trouble figuring out which capybara and which swan were in these cages. And, I was just being a big old dum-dum about it. And actually what I could do is build some restraints around the pits and use those instead of building the cages. Because that way I can just assign animals to be put in the restraints and the dwarves will bring them down and chain them up. And then, I can just actually easily find them because, I don't know if you heard that, but yeah, the only animals I have in restraints are the storks that are being trained in the barracks. Well, I'm not sure they are actually getting trained, but well, we'll see. Yeah, there are some children playing outside, and by playing I mean screaming bloody murder. And yeah, that's a regular thing. They do that. So, yay for lovely neighbours. Right, let's close that floodgate. There's no reason for it to be open. I could get the stones hauled out of there, but whatever. And another thing that I noticed was another little oops. This channel that I accidentally flooded my kitchens with is still open, and there is a ramp leading directly down into my fort right there, and I'm so glad that I noticed that right now because oh my god, that would have been just horrible, really, really, really horrible. Yeah, so let's get a floor built over that, and yeah, that's fine. Jesus Christ. Like, I really think somebody's being killed out there. I should probably call the police. What in God's name is that? Whoops. That is, muddy ice. Wow. Well, there you go. That's what muddy ice looks like. Holy crap. I just thought it was a big fucking lake of blood or something. It looks weird. Right. So, yeah, animal stockpile, still full of animals. I cannot get them to butcher the animals. I don't know what's going on there, but it's not happening. I have butchers, I have butcher shops, I have a stockpile of animals, and yeah. So another thing I'm going to do as well, I'm going to go down to our mine. Oh, give birth. Uh, where the hell am I? So they give birth, and then suddenly the mouse jumps halfway across the screen. Mouse? What mouse? Yeah, I wanted to see if I can assign a wheelbarrow to the stockpile. Max wheelbarrow 1. We don't want more than 1. Because I think that'll speed up the movement of the bars. So I need some beds for down here. I'm just going to ask for 10. And yeah, I'm going to check the furniture situation in the fort. I'll use that to get up there. Yeah, so we do have a lot of cabinets to build, so I'm going to pause the recording and do that. Probably set up some strip mines as well, since I was going to do that before I started recording. Alright, so now I think finally all of our peasant bedrooms all each have a table, a chair, a bed, a cabinet, and a coffer. So, right, so I got some lambs giving birth. Or sheep giving birth to lambs, I should say. And yeah, I've started ordering some furniture to be put down here in these bedrooms. And they should be coming along shortly. We did already have some beds crafted. So that's nice. Some of them are masterwork beds as well. We might as well go with those. Because, yeah, having people burrowed down here in pokey little bedrooms might make them unhappy, so we have to give them, things to be happy about, such as owning a masterwork bedroom and looking at it. They like to look at things. These honey-containing item. So I just ordered some meat to be cooked because we have some honeybee honey. I see it. And yeah. So it must be around somewhere. It might be in the trade depot because the jugs count as finished goods, and I've ordered the finished goods taken to the trade depot. So yeah. Oh, what is this? Oh, you're giving birth. I don't care. Giving birth on the stairs. What are these round things? Oh, are they just part of the workshop? Okay, that makes sense. So, cancels construct building. Which building though? It must be that floor. All the way to the surface. Because if it's suspended, I'm gonna have to get on that. Nope, that's all fine. Oh, it must have been one of those beds down in it. Yeah. But anyway, I forgot to designate the strip mine, so I'm gonna go do that. Okay, there we go. Just ordered strips dug off this corridor with 2 tiles in between them. Yeah, last time I did it with 1 tile in between them. That's a waste. I mean, you can see this tile from that one and that tile from that one, so you know, you only need to leave 2 in there, not 1. So that's less mining, and it should reveal all of the ore veins in that area. And we have some bedrooms ready to be designated here and assigned once they bring down these beds, which they are bringing now. So just going to get Dwarf Therapist open and find our metal. Alright, so we obviously have a few assigned to each thing, and what I'm going to do is basically assign the best one from the list to these bedrooms, and that should mean that they are always on hand and they will probably take the task before somebody else. I'm not 100% sure on that, but never mind. We'll maybe expand this area at some point. So this guy here is well, he's our second best furnace operator, actually. But our best furnace operator is a vampire who is not allowed out of his little hole, so Mebzeth something or other. Whoops. That's DF hack, we don't want that. So, make bedroom. Assign. Oh, it doesn't look like there's a search function here, that's unfortunate. So, that's the guy there though, isn't it? Mebzeth Febzazol. No? No, it's not. These silly names. I wonder if there's any mods that will change the name generator. God, how many Mebzeths have we got? This is crazy. Where are you, bloody dwarf? Children. No, we don't want children. For crying out loud. I might have gone past them, but I don't know. Ah, there he is. Furnace operator. I'm not sure why he's green. I think that means he already has a bedroom. Maybe? I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to go off camera and do this because it's going to take a while to hunt down all these. Right, okay, each one of those bedrooms is now assigned to a metal crafter of a different kind, and hopefully they will not give birth. But yeah, hopefully they will spend their time down there and, you know, claim the bedroom and claim the workshop, I mean. So, what have you given birth to? Catan Blockade Guard. He is weak, his sideburns are clean shaven, his long mustache is neatly combed, his long beard is neatly combed, his hair is clean shaven. He has an angular chin, his rust eyes have thin irises, his ears are slightly flattened, his skin is peach. Okay, so he's agile and quick to heal, but is quick to tire and very weak. Okay. So, absolutely detests worms. Right, I guess maybe you'll have a future as a Marks dwarf, I guess. A feel for music and a good feel for social relationships. but little patience and a large deficit of willpower. Or perhaps a future mayor, by the sounds of it. Who knows? So I think I might need some more bedrooms, I don't know. There's 30 there and 30 there, not counting the noble bedrooms. Wait, is that 30? Yeah, it is 30. So that's 60 bedrooms. I obviously have, 153 dwarves, but families share bedrooms. The eagle has reverted to a wild state. I don't know, I'm getting some odd things happening with animals, really. Like animals not getting butchered, for example. That's still not happening. We seem to have captured another eagle here. Or is that just... No, that's one I'm training. Excuse me. So, I would like to get rid of a lot of these animals, but I don't know why they're not butchering them. I can't figure it out at all. I've got this huge stockpile of animals, and it's just going to keep growing as well. There we go. Yeah, this strip mine is coming along. We're seeing some gems. And of course my legendary miner just goes through the rock like it's butter. And we should be training the other ones up. It's a very quick skill to train, especially if you're mining something like sand or something. So you're really coming down here to collect all these gems. Oh, for crying out loud. Well, I suppose it has to be done. Right, let's check on the arena and see how things are progressing down there. I mean, I only ordered a couple of chains to be built, but if they are indeed built, they are, yes. So, assign animal to chain. Right. Hopefully that includes goblins. Yes, it does. So, we'll chain a goblin there. And hopefully that doesn't make the dwarves freak out as well, because it might. I don't know though, there's one's chained up in the barracks and nobody freaks up about that. Or stalks, I mean, chained up in the barracks. Okay, goblin thief, assign animal to chain. Let's go with what I originally planned. We'll go with some capybaras. Whoops. Q. Maybe a white stork. A horseshoe crab. I don't know where that came from. I think I might have bought it, because I usually just buy all the cages from the caravans. And a swan. This should be fun. Right, what else should we have? Strays? No, we don't want strays. Wild animals, please. Yeah, let's just throw the crab in there as well. That'll be pretty funny. So we should see them escorting those fellows down there now. And I'm going to start making this place look a bit nicer. I'm going to smooth the stone, like so. Alright, since that's spilling out into that corridor, I might as well just do the corridor as well. It's a bit of a waste of time, but never mind. And yeah, I'll smooth the bottom as well. It's fine. Nothing too fancy for my dwarves. And eventually we'll hopefully have some epic engravings in there of the battles that take place inside the arena. The eagle has reverted to a wild state. I don't care. Fuck the eagle. Kill it. Actually butcher these goddamn animals, for the love of God. I mean, it's not that they can't get them out of the cages, because I know that they can. They can get them out of the cages. That's not a problem. But, okay, the water is finally melted. Well, the ice is melted, and it is now water. What are these V's? What is that? A dusting of mud. It's muddy sapling. So it's like V's and S's over here. I don't... I think maybe it's because I killed the things. Eagle has reverted to a wild state. I know! You don't need to keep telling me these things. Right. So I don't know why they're all disappearing down there. They're potentially going to grab the weapons and stuff. But, a wooden barrel has been completed. That's good. Right, we've run out of silk, so let's find silk dress and cancel that. You only made 10. Alright, we're not making anything out of cloth, and we should have a shitload of cloth, so clothes making is actually really important. You dwarves get really unhappy when they wear tattered clothes. So having something to cover their head, upper body, lower body, hands and feet is probably more than enough to keep them happy. So I'm going to go with a tunic, make 30 of those. Oops. Let's make some trousers, and yeah, I'll have 30 of those. And cloth, socks, make 30 of those. I could do with some more socks myself. The underpants gnome is also known for eating socks. Right, these pastures are just really fucked. And yeah, I mean, we have had some animals dying of thirst, and I can't do anything about it because the pastures are just fucked. And they won't butcher the animals. Because I've got this backlog of wild animals to butcher so I can free up the cages. Although we do have a surplus of cages right now. And so, you know, I've got these tame animals that are just suffering really horribly. Because I can't give them enough space. I mean, I could go and pasture them out in the wilderness somewhere, just down here, but they would get immediately destroyed by goblins if they arrive. Yeah, I'm expecting... Alright, so we've run out of silver bars, but that shouldn't last too long. Yeah, I am expecting the first goblin siege any day now, so I'm going to pause this while I go through the levels so it doesn't zoom me back up again when somebody gives birth. Right, now where did I build that lever? There it is. I can't remember if I hooked it up to the bridge. Nope, not that bridge, not that bridge, that's the one. Hook it up to that bridge, please. So, let's go and have a look at our strip mine and start clicking on some ore veins. Seems like a plan. So yeah, I like to use the mouse for this just for a little bit of extra precision, and it's actually just quicker. Whoops. Yeah, what was I saying about precision? Clicking on the wrong tiles. So I have all these gems as well. Alright, so what have we got down here? Alright, so there's just enormous amounts of silver down here. I think potentially some silver furniture is going to happen. Maybe some statues, something like that. Because eventually we'll have a king. I could probably have a king now, I think? I don't know, with 150 dwarves? Like, all I need to do, really, is make an offering to the caravan, and... Is that all there? I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, you make an offering to the caravan big enough to attract the king, and then they just come and move in. But yeah, you do have to have a certain amount of dwarves. And I think it's about 120, actually, really. Yeah, I also know how to solve this, with the farmers not being able to find the seeds. I have a barrel of seeds on the seed stockpile, and you know, so there's just like an enormous amount of seeds in there, then they're all trying to get them at once. Even though there's only one farmer, although children will sometimes randomly go farm. And so yeah, this seed stockpile, if I changed it to maximum barrel 0, they would use bags instead, and they would hold less seeds, and there would be less chance of them trying to find a seed in a thing that they're holding, you know. But at the same time, it's not a very big stockpile, so yeah, hopefully there's enough. Alright, somebody's just carrying that barrel off somewhere. I'm not sure what they're doing there. Giving birth, giving birth, giving birth. I'm gonna hit my population cap without even having migrants. I always love it when somebody gives birth in the middle of a party and it just says like, dwarf cancels attend party seeking infant. Welcome to parenthood. So yeah, I do have one female in the military there because they're completely useless and they actually have combat skills, and I can see them carrying a baby there. Okay, giving birth to a girl. And I should make sure that that smelter is still smelting this silver. It should be. It had the melt item task first, and there's probably still plenty of things to melt. But we'll keep an eye on them. So, Magma Forge is not doing anything. Magma Kiln is not doing anything. I did ask for clay to be collected, so I don't know. I mean, like, clay pots are useful in the same way that rock pots are, but you have to glaze them. Clay statues are just garbage, not worth anything. And the same with crafts, really. I mean, at this point, I don't need anything like crafts to sell to caravans. Right. The magma glass furnace is currently making sand, that's good. Or glass even. So this forge isn't doing anything, obviously, but yeah, the magma smelter is still melting objects. So we don't have any silver. What have we got there? Silver bars. Orthoclase blocks. Right, so let's have a look at what bars we got lying around. We got bronze bar block bin. So they can put bars inside bins. I didn't know that. Okay. Iron, lead, bronze, silver, steel, iron, tin. So we do have some tin. Right, I'm seeing quite a bit of steel, so I'm going to have to ask for some steel things to be made. I'm going to go with steel armor. We'll make a breastplate and some greaves and a helm, and there won't be enough steel to make all those, but you know, if there is, then happy days, but there probably isn't. So they're actually coming all the way down here to take the bars out of the smelter and store them right next to it. Yeah, this is not a very efficient design really, but who is this here just hanging out in this room? Who's the metal crafter? Right, well you don't have anything to do then, obviously, do you? Well, see, I've got some rose gold, so let's have a look at other objects. Yeah, I mean, I've got stuff like pewter as well, which is basically useless. So what can I make out of rose gold there? I mean, stud with rose gold? Will it do furniture if I do that? Because that would be ideal. Let's repeat that. And let's have a look at around, see what other useless crap I've got. I've got some gold, that's pretty useless. Brass, billon, fine pewter, nickel. Actually, I'm sure I can make some cages out of those, but I don't know, I'd rather make the cages out of wood because they're a lot lighter. So, what else? Trap components, no. Furniture. Right, let's see. Fine pewter. Wow, okay. A fine pewter crutch. That would be a bit silly. Ah, we can make a sarcophagus. It depends how many blocks it takes, or how many bars it takes. So, I'm going to try and make a sarcophagus. Why not? Just put it on repeat, just for the sake of it. And what else did we have? We had brass furniture. Lovely. Right, let's make a brass statue. Because there's no other use for these metals. You can't use them for weapons or anything like that, so... right. Gold. Definitely make some gold statues. Put that on repeat. And let's just see them go for it. There we go. They are... What'd you just grab there? You grabbed some rose gold blocks and then disappeared. Wait, what was that? Oh. One of my ducklings has grown up to become a drake. Oh, that's very cute. Okay, autosave. Back in a second. Okay, spring has arrived. It is the first of granite, and the trees will be blossoming and all that kind of crap. So we are actually getting some steel stuff made here. We've got 3 steel bars in the workshop. Now let's have a look at what they craft, if it doesn't take them a million years. What was that? Manager cancels cut clear grass. Alright, the manager is the gem cutter. I thought my manager was just cancelling random shit, but no, it's okay. Alright, so there we go. Let's see what they crafted. A steel breastplate, which is, you know, just reasonably crafted. I think, you know, eventually we'll get to a point where we can just craft things and then melt them if they're not good enough, but... Right, okay, so we can no longer craft steel greaves, but he is making a helmet. So let's get some iron greaves, I suppose. And try and make some other iron shit. Like a couple of iron gauntlets, there we go. We're really going to have to trade for a lot of iron. That's going to be quite silly. It's going to take a very long time to... I mean, you can actually exploit the melting system and melt things that give you more than what you've made them with, but I'm not going to do that. It's cheating. Alright, so we've got some more shit to dig out here. Eventually, I shall... Right, I think we can get to that. Eventually I shall dig out these entire veins and have silly amounts of silver. I should probably go up and find that copper vein and dig that, actually. Because, oh, I hate you. Giving birth every 2 seconds. Yeah, I think, I wonder if there's a way to kind of slow that crap down. What are these things? Oh, they're microclimate pots. They look very fancy. Yeah, there must be a way to sort of just restrict dwarven movement so that they don't breed quite so quickly. But I don't know. So what I want in these bedrooms all the way down here is just a little stockpile for food and drink. So that they can eat down here and not have to come all the way up to the surface. So custom settings, alright, disable that and enable food, right, and just forbid everything. There we go. Forbid. And prepared food is still highlighted, so they will only put prepared food on this stockpile. And then another one, we want custom settings. Actually, we might as well just use that same custom settings across all of these. So yeah, there'll just be a barrel of food in the middle of the room. It's fine. Right, we want D, F, something. Right, custom settings, food. We want to turn off prepared food and turn on drink. We might as well make drink plant or animal, that's fine. And again, just a couple of barrels in the middle of the room. They just drink from the barrel anyway, so. And hopefully stuff actually gets brought down here. We have a very big stockpile next to the dining hall, so I don't know if they'll just prioritize that one. But who are you and why have you just walked into that room? You are a farmer. What are you doing? I don't know. It's a mystery sometimes. No job. So is this your room? It might be. Yeah, you are the wife of the blacksmith. Or husband. I actually don't know. Mayor has ended a mandate. Alright, that really just means that they're gonna put another one in about 5 minutes, I would imagine. Right, so what are you dragging down there? That's silver ore, isn't it? So, yeah, I think things are coming along nicely. We're getting a special little metalworking area down there in the mines with its own fortifications. I will eventually have a siege entrance to the fort, so as if 2 entrances to guard was not complicated enough. Because, yeah, eventually the plan is to build a second layer of walls around this and have the entrance up here so that they walk all the way around and get shot through the fortifications, if we let them in. But also to have a second entrance somewhere over here that just has a really long winding corridor underground, just absolutely full of traps and maybe even potentially floodable. Because I did say a while ago that I have this huge ocean, just enormous amounts of infinitely flowing water, if I would want that for anything. And so, I do actually want to do stuff with that. That is taking a long time to drain. So, being able to flood that would be quite awesome. It's just a matter of getting floodgates that will actually not fail under the pressure of an entire ocean. So I might have to get some obsidian dug out so we can do that. And I would dearly, dearly love them to start butchering these animals. But yeah, I think that about wraps us up for this episode. There doesn't seem to be anything important happening. So I might just skip a bit of time ahead. Because, yeah, basically we're just still working on getting our armies equipped and stuff like that. So until something exciting happens, I shall see you later. Party time!